Hello, my people. It's another Champions League match day. Champions League on a Thursday. It just feels like church on a Friday. I don't know if that makes sense though, but then it feels really weird. Yesterday, we saw another exciting Champions League matches yesterday. Matches were quite shocking. Some of the results were quite shocking yesterday, like the Olympiacos match versus Paphos that ended 0-0. Paphos had an early red card and then they were able to play 0-0 until the end. Kudos to them. They played well. They tried. They defended really well. And their goalkeeper did well too. And Slavia Prague versus Bodo. Bodo were leading 2-0. And before you know, Bodo equalized. And the match ended 2-2. And we saw Ajax versus Inter Milan. I was actually expecting Inter Milan to win, and they won 2-0. We saw Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid. Liverpool were winning 2-0. Atletico Madrid equalized, and Liverpool ended up winning 3-2. That was like 5 of their matches that they ended up winning in the late minutes of the game. I guess now it's no longer luck, but they plan how they plan it. And then PSG won 4-0. I was actually expecting the match to have a lot of goals and PSG coming out as the winner, and it happened. And then the Bayern vs Chelsea match, it was quite shocking. Like, I've really underrated Chelsea because I was thinking Bayern would score at least 5-6 goals, but then Chelsea tried. That was a joke though. Like, if you watch the match, Chelsea tried, but then they tried to come into the game like the way they came into PSG, but then the way the players played was quite different. They were not really going after the Bayern Munich players. I guess they came with a different plan yesterday, just the same lineup. If you watch the match yesterday, the midfield was a bit dull. They were not agile the way they were in the PSG match. And then the way Bayern are playing, I was surprised. Bayern has really improved. They know how to keep the ball. And Chelsea also did well, if not for the errors. But that it's part of football. If you don't cause error, then maybe nobody will score. They played well. The match was interesting, and then the result was very good. I loved the results. And then today we'll be having other Champions League matches. We'll be having Club Brugge versus Monaco. Club Brugge versus Monaco is going to be a very tough match. Monaco, some of their players are not playing yet, like Fati and Pogba. But then the team is still playing really well. I don't really know about Club Brugge, but they play well in their league. So it's going to be a tough match. And then we'll be having Copenhagen versus Bayer Leverkusen. I'm expecting Bayer Leverkusen to come out victorious, but it's going to be a tough match. Copenhagen is also not an easy side. And we know Bayer Leverkusen this season, they have not played really well. And then we'll be having Eintracht Frankfurt versus Galatasaray. Going to be a tough match. But then Osimhen is going to be out. Osimhen is a big plus to the Galatasaray team. But him being out today, I don't know if it will affect them. But then we know they won't play exactly the way they play with Osimhen. But with Icardi, they might still get a good result. It's going to be an exciting match to watch. And then we'll be having Manchester City versus Napoli. This match is really catching my attention. But then I'll be watching the Barcelona match. It's going to be a tough match. I don't think Man City are going to have it easy because the Conte men are also playing really well. It's going to be a tough and exciting match. We'll be having Newcastle versus Barcelona. This is going to be a very tough and exciting match. The way Newcastle midfield is also very good. Their power is in their midfield. And then we all know how Barcelona midfield is also magical, especially with Pedri. You know how they play. Lamine Yamal will be out today, but he was actually out in their last match and they played well too. So it's going to be a tough match. It's going to be a very tough match. I'm expecting Barcelona to win though. Then we'll be having Sporting CP vs Kairat Almaty. I don't really know about Kairat Almaty, but they play really well in the Kazakhstan league. So I don't think Sporting will have it easy. Clubs playing the Champions League are ready. That's why they qualified. So tell me, what do you think the results today are going to be in the Champions League?